Do you worry at all that because of sort of the corrosive nature of the debate that goes on right now, that we're not attracting people into public service? It's becoming a disincentive for people to participate?
Well, I'm very impressed by the candidates who are coming forth for us for the next election and by the members of Congress. Our House Democratic Caucus is over 50%.
Than a lot of other things, that's all you get. It's a huge disincentive to work. SI about why they're not the opportunities that they have. I'd say
in other areas where they've done this. And you touched on a point there that's very interesting and very important, and that is that those payments are going directly to people and they can budget them. But there are some on the other side who said, hey, this is wrong. This is going to be a disincentive for people to work. But that hasn't been proven out over the years in other areas.
Will absolutely act as a disincentive against corruption, particularly in a case like Rolls-Royce, where not only does it have that financial impact immediately, but there are certain conditions which they must meet in terms of their systems and to the court that they are not continuing with this sort of behavior.
To upkeep the side. And when you have occupancy rates that are that high, you put upward pressures on rents, and it potentially also acts as a disincentive for landlords to upkeep their buildings in a quality way because they have no incentive to. So introducing more product into the market, meet that latent demand, and also spur improvements upon existing stock that is in the district already.
And you mentioned
So if you ask the question, when you see the wage inflation being that strong, that becomes a disincentive for many folks at those levels to want to come back into the labor market. And right now we know the employers are all challenged to find labor. You know, you talk to the people from the construction industry versus the technology industry or any other industry.
GDP because Obamacare creates a disincentive to work. So we went
to doing. And if your work can be taken without attribution, it to some is going to be a disincentive to doing it. And again,
is simply a starting point.
But as a starting point, maybe.
This is patient zero, an airline steward from New York, and the starting point of this particular group.
This is our starting point. That's enough for the moment.
Are you safe? For the moment.
And those results.
Forever, you have to renew those contracts. You can negotiate them for the moment. You can negotiate them over a period of time. I say to you,
for the moment, I must concentrate on taking aim as I adjust my helmet and haversack and mount the firing step.
Whatever my top goals are for the moment, I actually write each one of them down. I do this every day and I write them down at least 15 times. This is exactly.
There's that old cliched saying.
And as the saying goes, you are what you eat.
I'm ubiquitous, Hanny.
The old adage goes. As the saying goes in our profession, the early worm gets the bird.
As the saying goes, what the caterpillar calls the end of the world, the master calls the butterfly.
But as the saying goes, I will defend to the death your right to do it.
As the saying goes, follow your heart, because you never know where it might lead you.
Mr. Simpson, let me outline.
So, this deal memo outlines our offer.
And what I will outline for you today.
This is the outline of our company's labor policy.
I've outlined 7 different types of successful people.
Commander, can you outline the details of your mission?
I give you a rough outline of what...
Agent inscrutability.
Very good.
I'm inscrutable, huh?
Well, he can be a bit inscrutable. Your expression is inscrutable as all.
What annoyingly arbitrary and inscrutable answer did he give you?
Yep, Maggie's inscrutable. Seriously, she can't be scruted.
Charming, inscrutable actor through and through.